At least they're behaving. Good morning. It's a little dark on the screen. It's because I'm leaving my house before the sunrise. I don't never leave my house before the sunrise. I don't think I've ever been up for a long time before the sunrise. But today's a little different because I am headed back down to Paoli to go hang out with my father-in-law today and my mother-in-law today. And we're gonna do the hitch install in the truck so that we can pull the trailer. And it's definitely something that I can't do by myself. But my father-in-law is an absolute genius when it comes to mechanics, carpentry, electrical work, plumbing, landscaping. You name it, the man can do it. And if he doesn't know how to do it, he knows how to learn it really quick, then he can do it like an expert. He's that good. He's always been that good. So I guess you could say I'm kind of fortunate when it comes to my in-laws, because not only are they both like just good at everything they do, but they're just good. And I don't have any complaints about my in-laws whatsoever. Got a long drive ahead of me to get there. It's about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So all I'm gonna do is turn on a Dolly Parton autobiography and head to Paoli.
Somebody's house to eat, or go play cards, or do whatever in the early.
I ain't been here a minute. He's already got this thing jacked up. I think he's ready to go to work too. We started this job at about 9:30 this morning. According to the instructional video that we watched, it was supposed to take 45 minutes to get this job done. It is almost 8 o'clock at night, and we just got the hitch in, got the last bolt screwed in, and if I never see a torque wrench again for the rest of my life, I'm fine with it. But now, pardon the mess, but we got a gooseneck hitch. I hope you're happy, honey.
Hey guys!
Hello!
Merry Christmas!
Hey, Merry Christmas week. That's right, this is Christmas this week.
Yes. So we're gonna have a little
Christmas.
We're gonna have a
Christmas. I thought we'd break out into song, but you don't want me to.
We're gonna have a little bit of odd schedule for the next couple weeks as we try to figure out, or as we try to spend time over the holidays, and then also we're preparing to get on the road.
Yeah, and fun. We're preparing to get on the road. We had everything booked, and we just canceled everything because where we were going to go was going to be super cold. Speaking of super cold, shut the door.
There we go.
That was Addie, by the way.
That was our sweet blur. So we're back to figuring things out, but that's okay.
We have a camper. Yay. We can take it anywhere. Yay.
Well, now that we have a hitch, we had a hitch in our plans originally.
Yeah, but we got the hitch in now. Thanks again to her dad. Daryl is amazing. There's no way in the world I could have put that in. It took us, like 9 hours to put it in when the video said it was 45 minutes. Now, here's the thing about that. Let's talk about that real quick. Why, when you see these instructional videos, including ours, to be completely transparent to y'all, Obi doesn't like it when we give up our secrets. What they do is they do what's called a cut scene, and that's where you're here, and magically you're over here, and then magically you're here.
No.
See an RMS. Oh gosh. And then magically you're here, because that's how they do a cut scene, to make it look like it's such a short, easy job to do. When in reality, it takes forever.
Well, cutscenes are necessary, or when you follow a slow cooking channel, you would just be watching 8 hours of literally a pot boiling.
And I'm pretty sure if we'd have seen all the footage of them putting that hitch in on the instructional video, we would have seen all
You probably wouldn't have done it.
We'd have heard a lot more cussing, I'm sure.
You finally got the hitch in,
Yep.
and then you got to drive it for the first time.
We got the hitch in and then hitched up to it for the first time with the truck, and then got to take it out on its maiden voyage. And that thing is huge. Her dad was telling me the whole time. Now, Mikey, it's no longer when it's underneath your when your truck's underneath it. It's really no longer than the Vibe, the cow that we had, but it's just taller, and it's not really wider, but it feels like it. And so I apologize to that one lady on our maiden voyage that I ran off the road. If you see this, no harm done.
He's joking.
And then, you know, we took it around, got it weighed to make sure we could, you know, see what we could actually load in here with the, you know, how much the capacity of the truck was. And then we brought it back, and I got to learn just how different it is driving that and pulling that versus the Vibe, and like how I've really got to take really wide turns and watch out for trees. But the way I figure it is, if I can pull it down the driveway to Camp Ludicrous, as narrow as it is, I'm pretty sure I can drive this thing anywhere. Let's hope, because we're going to try and go everywhere.
There we go.
But the cool thing is, Cris got some, they're called snap pads. So that if we could be on concrete, we could be on gravel, wherever we're going to be. Those things are now permanently attached to the bottom of the levelers. Miss Ad loves that because she no longer has to like place the levelers or the little pads, orange pads, just right under the legs.
Addie was our leveling gal, and on the Vibe we had one that was push button leveler, and then the other one was had to be cranked.
Because I broke it the first week we had it.
So Addie would always level the trailer. That was part of her job, because teamwork makes the dream work, we always say.
Yes.
And so she's super excited that, one, she doesn't have to necessarily lay pads the same way that she used to have to under each of the leveling jacks because of the snap pads. And then also she now gets to use an auto leveler instead of having to do all that manual work. So she's very, very excited about it.
Straight up, you go in there, you push a button, and this thing levels itself.
Yeah.
And
so
we're excited.
Very, very.
She's very excited. All she gotta do is go boop, and it's done.
There we go. Oh, speaking of Addie and you guys, we got news recently that our dojo went virtual for karate. So they're back to doing karate in our living room at home, and then potentially even on the road if things stay the way that they are.
If service allows, and if we can. We're definitely, even though we're going to travel, we're not done, because we both really enjoy our classes.
Well, and we have a really great dojo that lets you guys travel and then come back. They understand that we kind of live a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
But they've been really great about understanding how our family kind of does things.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, so that's been good. What else? I have a list over here. Oh, this week you guys got to see the scrambled eggs scramble.
The mess.
Where it got stuck, and we talked about how to get stuck on food off of pots. And if you haven't watched that video, you might want to, even if you've already seen scrambled eggs and how to do them, because I think it has some useful information for people when food gets stuck on, regardless of what happens.
We even saved somebody from sending their pot back in. They talked to Instant Pot, which this is really cool that Instant Pot's like, hey, we'll just send you a new insert. And then her honesty on top of it was like, hey, I just found out a way to clean this thing. It's shiny, it's great. I don't need the pot. So that was a cool story about that. And
so we've heard from a lot of you that you've appreciated kind of that real look into things, and we're going to keep doing that.
Barkeeper's friend for the women.
So I think people are finding that useful. We're going to keep doing recipes with it, even though it wasn't, we were trying to stretch that multi-cooker to do something that it probably wasn't intended to do. And so we're going to keep featuring it. We're going to keep using it like we would any of the other multi-cookers.
I still got to sous vide some stuff, baby.
Another thing that I've been hearing from people, and you guys can let me know, I've heard this from several people, and I've got emails that I've got to get back to you, is the same reason I bought the Instant Pot multi-cooker is because I couldn't get me another Ninja multi-cooker.
There have been several people saying we can't find one.
Well, and I think I had a reader tell me this week that they contacted Ninja themselves. I think Karen told me this. They contacted Ninja, and Ninja said they stopped making them. So if that's true...
Which
like, we don't work with Ninja. So,
that might make sense why, because Debbie said that she found one on discount at Ollie's.
No, you're talking about Foodies, baby, aren't you? No, they're making Foodies. They're not making the old-fashioned, like, your favorite multi-cooker anymore. Because when I went to go buy one for the new camper, I couldn't find one, so I bought the Instant Pot, like, Aura thing. And so this is a little bit shaking our world. That's
my favorite slow cooker.
That
ever.
is our favorite multi-cooker. It has been. I really do like this Instant Pot version. But it isn't as versatile for me because I can't make eggs and stuff in it the way that I can the Ninja. Thankfully, we've bought so many over the years that I have several in my back.
We do
storage.
have a small stockpile.
Yes, but the problem with all of them, just to be blunt, is that those pans get scratched over time, especially when you travel a lot. So usually, before a big trip, I would buy a new one that would have a new insert in it so that it could take getting beat up a lot. And we photograph ours a lot and that kind of thing. So it just makes a lot of sense for us to have a newer looking pot whenever we're doing things. However, it looks like that era might be over. I'm deeply saddened by that. I love all the new food. Yeah, I love all the new foodie products, but man, the original is what started it all. Not foodie, but the original Ninja is what started it all, and we were big fans of that before the foodie ever hit. I mean, I wish we could find the clips of you when he first started out cooking in the kitchen, and he'd be like, I like it because it's got buttons and it's not dials.
It was so simple to use.
Yeah,
that's what they do. They hook you with the product and then pull you in.
Or was it dials and not buttons? There was
no, it was a knob. It was a knob. It was a boop. And that was it.
He loved that. He really did.
I miss those days.
He really did.
All right, so moving on past my knobs.
Speaking of foodie, you had a Foodie Friday where you were grilling the perfect pork chop on the Foodie Grill.
And they were good.
So...
Ooh, NJ said, what about pork belly? I'm gonna have to try that because I could get me some. I could go down on some good grilled pork belly.
Yeah. So we have all that. I have my list here of all the things we wanted to talk about. All the things.
All the things.
Oh, there's only one more thing, dear. What's going on with your music?
Well, we tracked a couple more songs a couple weeks ago, and they're pretty much done. Other than what we always at the end of a project, the last thing you do are the main vocals, and we've got those. We've got 2 more songs to do, which we'll do here in the next week or so. They're the final 2 songs that I wanted to record on this album. They're the songs that I've been putting off till the end because, well, really, they're just not fun songs for me. They're good, don't get me wrong, but one of them is called Hey Mama, and I know y'all have heard that one, or some of you have who've been following, and the other one I haven't really played all that much. I think I played it in a couple live shows. I finally did put a video of it online this past weekend, but it's a song called 6 Months, and those 2 songs we're going to go track in the studio here in the next week and a half, and get those done, and then we'll spend one more day. We'll all go in and track all of my main vocals, and then we're done. And it's all up in the very capable hands of my best friend and producer Jeremy to get everything mastered and put together, and then he'll send it to me, and then I'll send it to you guys. But I'm really looking forward to getting it out, getting this album done, and getting it to you guys because we've been so excited with the people that we brought on for this project that we had no idea we could even dream of having, and just to where this project has gone, which, I mean, from the local people like Jay and Sarah, the picture you saw, to the awesome people down in Nashville, it's gonna be really, really good. So I hope you guys like it. and I hope so, because I want y'all to share it out to the world once we get it out there, because I definitely want to take Mikey Goode music to a whole nother level.
Well, so you're going to close out with one of those songs,
yep.
right?
I recorded this past weekend because, one, I needed to get it off my chest and let people hear it, and two, I needed to practice it so that we could get it done in the studio. But here's a song I wrote for my mama. It's called 6 Months. And by the way, before we get you the song, we're going to let you know that we're entering into the holidays. Christmas is coming up here in a few days, and New Year's, and then we've got to get packed. So you might not hear much from us for the next couple weeks. Because
but we're not going anywhere. Well, we are going.
We are going somewhere. We're just not going.
But we'll be here.
We'll be around. Give us a holler. We'll still be around. Shoot us a message. We love talking with you.
Oh, and we have a special treat. We don't know when it's going to start happening, and it might be really soon. But word is, Aunt Lou's going to start taping some cooking shows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lou, don't you be thinking that we're leaving and y'all just get to sit back and eat bonbons. You're going to work, girl.
Oh, she's got to eat the bonbons because she's going to make the bonbons.
How do you make bonbons in a crock pot?
Oh, you probably don't. Don't try that.
Here's 6 months. Bye, guys.
What would you do if you were told you only had 6 months to go? Would you go and spend your money right down to that last dime? Would you spend it on your knees, begging God for more time? Would you call up all your loved ones just to let them know you only have 6 months to go? What would you do if you found out 6 months was all that you had left without a doubt? Would you forgive the people that might have done you wrong? Or the anger you had for them, would it still burn strong? Would you whisper a prayer to Jesus? Would you scream and beat your breast? 6 months was all that you had left. You could see it as a sentence, you could see it as a gift. The fact is, it's the same amount of time. Soak up every moment of this life you've lived to live. You make the best of yours, I'll make the best of mine. What would you do if your last cards were drawn? 6 months from now, you would be gone. Would you thank the doctor for his time? Go and live your best life. Would you lose yourself in a bottle? Would you make love to your wife? Would you pray that Jesus saves you, meet you in that great beyond? 6 months from now, you will be gone. Oh, 6 months from now, you will be gone.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think